welcome you to sunny South Florida. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, you know it. It's special here in Miami with 3 decades of NBA basketball.
Ed, the legendary owner, Mickey Arison, has put everything into this storied franchise and will continue to do so.
3 championships won here in Miami. And tonight, another big matchup on EA Sports. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Dragic to Butler. Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Durant, tough matchup against Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Bam Adebayo pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Jimmy Butler missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Nets have the basketball. To Durant. Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the 2nd round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
Screen coming. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Butler, his first effort off the mark. Irving with the basketball. Down 2. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Butler to Waiters. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Waiters, tough matchup against Durant. To Butler. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. The follow won't go either. Nets have it. Irving to Durant. Kevin Durant, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Butler into the front court. They trail by 2. To Waiters. To Dragic. And Jimmy Butler knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Durant. Kevin Durant. 3 for 4. Good start.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Butler to Waiters. Short jumper won't fall.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Butler to bring it up. Down just a couple. Waiters to Dragic. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Pass stolen by Miami. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 6 now. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Screen coming. DeAndre Jordan sends it away. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Dragic. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. Durant with the basketball up top. The score 10-8. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. Screen coming. Goran Dragic. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Durant on the drive, but he can't get it to go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Butler. Able to convert inside. Straight on three. At the buzzer. First quarter in the books. No separation so far. It's all even. Very even first quarter, tied at 12 to start the second, and it's underway. Here's Irving into the front court. Right now, 12 all. From long range, that's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Dragic to Butler. has a chance. Jimmy Butler with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Irving. Driving right to the basket. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Irving brings the ball up court. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Fine to shoot. Irving. For 3. Off the iron. No good. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Jarrett Allen has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here in South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Irving to Durant. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Dragic into the front court, trailing by 4. To Butler. Nice pass to set things up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Dragic with it. Looking to make something happen. To Butler. Good look that time, but off the mark. Durant across the timeline. Leads 5. Down low to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 2 for 2 now.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dragic with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Butler. A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Kyrie Irving for two. The screen sets him up for two.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Dragic. Here comes the screen. Butler to Dragic. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Dragic. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Irving. And the rebound taken by Butler. Dragic into the front court. They trail by 7. Jay, 44 wins for the Heat last year. For the most part, that core is in place once again.
And when I think about the core, Ed, I think about upper management. I think about Pat Riley. I think about Eric Spoelstra. I think about Mickey Arison, the consummate professionals associated with this basketball team. The year before, they did not make the playoffs. So a substantial improvement for a young basketball team.
Durant sizing up Butler.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Irving gets it in the right corner. Durant buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Dragic to Waiters. Fires the 3. Dion Waiters is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 70% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3, off the mark. Kevin Durant has it. To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Trying to cash in. And a putback slam. Long heave from three-quarters court. That's it for the first half. The Nets have the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. Have a look at the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Heat are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scores for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Field goals.
The Brooklyn Nets are off to a good start so far today. Let's see if they can keep up this level of consistency for the rest of the game.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Goran Dragic was inefficient in the first half. Basketball is a game of percentages. If your three-point shots aren't falling, mix up your game. Haven't you realized that you're open for a reason? These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Dinwiddie. Durant to Irving. Shot clock winding down. Kyrie lets it go. Deep two there, won't go.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty, just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws. Butler into the front court. The deficit is 6. A pass stolen by the Nets.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Irving to Durant. Irving to Durant. Has a look. Durant can't get that one to go. To Dragic. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Dragic with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. to Butler. Has a chance. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Irving into the front court. His team on top by 8. To Jordan, down low. From the painted area, won't go down. To Butler.
I got ball.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Dion Waiters, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Durant with the basketball up top. His team up by 7. Irving to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
And even his easy shots look difficult. It seems like the defense has completely disrupted his game. The bumping and pushing him has really thrown him off.
Dragic to Butler. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Miami. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
KD with the rock. To Dinwiddie. Durant. Adebayo the rebound. Dragic with the basketball. His guys down 3. Waiters. Dion Waiters. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Durant to Irving. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To Dragic. And Durant there to claim the rebound. Into the front court, it's Irving. Tie game, 3rd quarter.
Screen.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Won't go down. Shot by Jones, no good. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Durant.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
Probing the defense. Looks to make a move. Here comes the screen.
Screen come on the left.
Durant to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
Hey, where you find me, baby?
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Number 7, Kevin Durant.
Dragic into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Waiters. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Durant. To Irving. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Durant. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The jumper's off the mark. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter with the Nets in front. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And a lot of people might not have expected this to be a one-score game this late. But wait, Jay, we have ourselves a ball game.
Ed, I've been in this situation so many times as a team that's been the favorite. You expect to win the ball game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a true battle. This looks like it could be anybody's game right now.
Dragic. The screen sets him up for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Dinwiddie into the front court. All even here in the fourth. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic. Not that time. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Up by 3. It's Winslow with the rebound. Dragic with it. Down 3. The assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Brooklyn's ball. To the rim, lays it up and in.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Dragic. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Brooklyn's got it. To Durant. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
And count the basket inside.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Cleans the offensive glass. Udonis Haslem rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Jumper's good.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Kevin Durant has it. To Dinwiddie. Dragic with the basketball. Leads 3. Over to the right side. To Dragic. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Changes coming from both sides right now. Dragic. To Butler. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. And more importantly, it means this is a 2-possession game. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. Durant throws it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Flushes it home.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Number 22.
Kevin Durant with the rock to Dinwiddie. Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant. Here comes the screen. Durant, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Dragic to Butler. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Durant across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Down low Durant. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Now here comes the intentional foul. They'll send him to the line with 26 seconds to go on the clock. Jimmy Butler at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. Now it leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. Irving to Dinwiddie. Pass stolen by Miami. Butler against KD. Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Now the Nets going to take a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. A shot at the buzzer. Shop the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. The Heat with the victory as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat took this down to the wire before getting the win. When you're able to get steals like they did here today, it greatly improves your chances of winning. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
Butler gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.